Innovative, but ghetto.
Because everybody want to be resellers. Nobody want to just continue to position themselves for the common good.
Are you a thrift store or a consignment shop?
Good morning, y'all. Happy Wednesday. Currently 6:43 in the morning. I have not had any coffee because I don't have any in my apartment, which I'm annoyed about. I need to go to my storage unit, pack some orders, drop those off, and then I need to go to the Salvation Army. Today is Wednesday, so they do have a 50% off. And I haven't been to the Salvation Army 50% off in a while now. I feel like it's probably over a month now. And then in last week's vlog, I actually saw a new thrift store. So I plan on going to that location. Those are the only things that I really want to get done today, is just hitting up both of those thrift stores. Unfortunately, I have maybe like, I don't know, I want to say maybe 11 to 14 pieces here. So I actually need to source about 11 to 15 pieces today. And if I'm not able to do that, then I'm going to have to go to the bins, just because I want to make sure I meet my listing goal. Now, sometimes I do tweak it a little bit as far as like, okay, you don't have to get exactly 25. Sometimes you can get 20 to 25. I have come down from the high of the move and just like this big old transition in my life. Everything is just like steady, okay? Now what is next is I need to organize my storage unit, and not physically organize it, but organize the bins. So I have to liquidate a lot of items. Okay, so I'm actually just printing out like shipping labels, and we're gonna head out. So my plan was to be out of my apartment by 7 o'clock. Of course, I like to sit in my car like 5 minutes before I leave, so I still made a little bit of time for that. But since it is early in the morning and you know, school zones, so I did make 2 sales on what is it, on eBay, which eBay was a little dead this week so far. I have to move y'all over, sorry. But eBay has been a little bit slow to start up this week. Why is this shit not working? Oh, because it's unplugged. Lord Jesus. So I filmed a ship with me video yesterday. So with me filming that ship with me video, I had to get my computer off of the desk and all of that. So I did unplug everything. So that's a little annoying. But I'm gonna be honest with y'all, I actually miss doing ship with me videos. It really felt nice to sit down and just kind of talk about the item and the sale and stuff, instead of quickly rushing through it because I want to be out of my storage unit because it's hot. You know, so it felt really nice, and I think I'm gonna go ahead and keep them. The only problem is that it does cut into the time frame that I ship out the items. So some sales are from Thursday, and then all of Friday, all of Saturday, all of Sunday. And what ends up happening is by Monday, you know, they're saying, hey, you need to ship this shit. I'm really ready to purge my inventory. Before I was dreading it, but now like I'm ready to do it. I'm so ready to do it. I feel like I did it in October, I want to say, and then now I am ready to do it again. And honestly, I thought like, okay, this should be the last time I'll have to do this, just because I've been sourcing so much better. Just because you source better, everything doesn't always, you know, make the cut, you know. So sometimes you still pick up duds. Sometimes the item that you picked up that was a bolo, something is wrong with yours. The size isn't good, the style isn't good. So, you know, it's gonna always kind of happen. Oh no, Mercari. I've been getting full price sales over there all of a sudden. So that's pretty interesting, which we love. I'm not mad at it, okay? I'm not mad at it. That just lets me know my price point is immaculate, okay? I don't want to say shocked me, but I didn't think it was gonna sell as quickly as it did. It's this a rare bird top. It's so weird how some boutique brands perform really, really good. That's something that I had to get out of some months ago, because I used to be like, oh no, that's probably a boutique brand, I'm not getting that. But they perform really well, so it's kind of like you might as well get it and make some money off of it. So how I like to do it when I print labels, I like to put whatever the item is, the, you know, brand, and then the category, and then I'll put the size. So like, this is a fresh produce top, so I just put fresh produce top and then extra large, so that when I get to the storage unit, I can go to the extra large top bin, and you know, there we go. short. So these are some linen pants that I got from the bins, and then I got my Birks. Y'all can't see. I ain't gonna take them off because y'all know how Birkenstock look, but these are my Birkies. I'm kind of giving a very cute little monochrome look, you know, all brown. Y'all know I love browns. But yeah, and then I got a new eyeshadow palette. I know y'all don't care, but I use kind of like a cool tone up here, and I love it. Now, as of late, I have not been liking that I don't have any lashes. I do have my own lashes, but I mean like fake lashes to kind of make my look pop. This light is so harsh. But yeah, so I have a lot of, this light ain't no better. But yeah, so that's why I want to go to Target, because I do want to pick up some things. Like I'm gonna be honest with y'all, I kind of want to buy some things that I have been like holding off on, because I feel like I haven't really settled everything as far as buying everything that I need for my apartment. So I've been putting everything that I personally need and want on the back burner. So that's why I'm like, okay, I really want to go to you know, a store and just buy the things that I want. There should be no reason that I'm out of breath just talking to y'all. Okay, so this is the items that I have. I think I'm gonna go ahead and haul them just because this is a really, really good brand, and I'm so excited I found it. Y'all won't believe this. This is a little sneak peek. I was shocked too. I know. But yeah, so these are the items that I was like, oh, I'm gonna haul it, and then these are the items that are not worth haul. So I'm kind of doing that thing where I just like cherry pick the good items, and not showing any Chico's, any J. Jill, any like basic bread and butter, or not, I don't even say bread and butter, because a lot of brands are bread and butters to me because I do go to the bins, but I mean just kind of like super low tier. Like I'm gonna, you know, just sell this because I know that it's gonna sell, like filler brands and stuff like that. So now I just kind of like cherry pick. So I do want to make a video of these items. Like I said, most of them are in there because I've already, you know, photographed them, and these are the ones that have not been photographed yet. And I need to go and get more inventory so I can photograph all of those together. So it is finally 7 o'clock. Can y'all see on my little Apple Watch? Wow, the disrespect. Anyways, so we're gonna go ahead and get up out of here. Okay, so we have pulled the orders. It absolutely did not take that long. This is actually a Sister Mary dress. I picked this up going against the grain because I was like, you know what? I'm not picking up damaged items, flawed items. I'm not doing it anymore. And honestly, I developed that. I want to say it had to been like in April. Literally last month is when I said I'm not picking up damaged or flawed items. I don't care about the brand. However, I just couldn't leave that one behind, and thank God I didn't, because I made $55 from it. So that was like a good intuition to just go ahead and get it. Now that particular person actually sent me a $46 offer and then liked it and then purchased it without even you know, waiting for me to accept it. And I guess they made me realize it was in the middle of the night and they knew that I wouldn't be up, and it was other likers on the item, so they were just like, you know what, let me just go ahead and snag this. And I'm actually happy. I would have accepted the $46 because I did get it from the bins. All right, this next one is a pair of Mugsy shorts. These are a pair of men's pants, or shorts, excuse me. But I picked these up in Austin, and it was my first time finding this brand. That one did get a lot of attention. It's not really the size that you would want to search out for. It's like a size like 38 or 40. Ideally you want to pick up like a 32, 34, but that one still sold relatively quickly. I mean, like, we're talking 2 weeks, so that was a pretty good flip. This is a rails dress. I picked this up a while ago. It had to have been last year, probably like in November. This was actually in the pile of clothes that was seasonal, and I ended up waiting to list it when we got closer to the spring. And if you guys are new here, that is typically what I do. I will source items and then I will hold off on listing them until I get closer to the season. I know that a lot of resellers talk about things sell all year round. I do believe them. Like, I'm not saying, you know, it doesn't, but for me personally, for me to fill up my closet, if I'm sitting here complaining to y'all about liquidating items just because my bot is sharing all of these items. So hypothetically, I have this jacket, and this is a jacket that's going to sell perfectly in the wintertime. Let's say I list that thing right now and I list it for the price point that I want. So it's like a caveat when you list out of season, because you'll either have to price it a little bit lower just so it can sell out of season, or you can price it high and then you have to wait until the season gets here to actually make the sale. But back to what I was saying. So I list this jacket in May, and I have it sharing, what, 4 or 5 times a day on Poshmark. And of course it's accumulating likes, but it is not in the season, so people are not really trying to go for it. So you fast forward 6 months from now, in November, December, somebody finally buys the item. So all of that time that I wasted, you letting that item get shared, when I could have let a summer item get shared. You know what I'm saying? So all that time would go by and then would finally sell, versus me just listing it in like October. So that's just pretty much what I like to do. I like to cut down on how long an item is going to have to be listed. So I just rather save it for the season, and I don't source like basic pieces to be listed for the season. So I like to make sure I source good pieces if they're out of season. But I didn't really know what I was doing like September or November when I was doing that. But anyways, I said all that to say I like to list as the season comes, you know. But anyways, this was a Kuna sweatshirt. It was 100% baby alpaca, but this is what the tag looks like. And somebody bought this overseas, so this is an international sale. This is a fresh produce button down top, also sources from the bins. I was actually happy with finding this one. It took me a little while to list it because it had 2 flaws on it, and I had to get those out before I listed it, and they ended up coming out, so it wasn't like, you know, wasting my time. But like I told y'all, I don't really like to pick up flawed items just because, I don't know, it's just not it for me. I only pick it up if I know it still can sell with a flaw. But anyways, this is a Free People top. This is a size large. I knew this one was gonna sell, but it took a while to sell actually. I thought it was gonna sell, you know, within like a couple of weeks, because I did price it pretty affordably, but this one eventually sold. And then lastly, this is a rare bird poncho situation. This one sold in a few days. It sold for $32. And I was actually really happy with that because this was a full asking price sale, as well as this one. These are both my Mercari sales, and they both sold for my full asking price. I'm a music listener, so I like to play music. The goal is to actually come home no later than like 1 o'clock. I don't typically stay inside of the Salvation Army that long. I'm pretty much in and out within an hour, because how they have it set up, they actually don't technically open until 10 every single day. But on Wednesdays, they open up at 9. Now, if you are not a typical, you know, Salvation Army goer, you wouldn't know that. So a lot of people come at 10, and that's pretty much when all the good stuff is gone. That's why I say I want to get there, you know, at the very least by 9 o'clock. Because last time I remember going, it was already a lot of people that was inside at like 9 o'clock. So that's why I'm like, I really want to make sure I, you know, get there early. This is definitely a Bolo brand. Sister Mary. I'll pop it on the screen. Honestly, the tag looked like it's worth looking into regardless. So when I first found the very first piece, the tag just looked interesting. And thank God it was. This is my 3rd time sourcing and selling this, everything sold for over $30. This one was a dress, so this one definitely sold for you know, a lot more. But what is going on, child? The tape ain't taping today. It's so humid out today. It's literally 7:48 in the morning and it is 77 degrees, and it feels like it's like 99 degrees. I don't know why I said specifically 99 degrees, but it's just hot as hell. So I need to hurry up and get up out here. I'm happy I don't have like a shit ton of sales to ship out. I did ship out one other item from yesterday morning. That one sold earlier that day, and I typically like to ship out items that have sold, you know, earlier that day or earlier that morning out as well. So if you know, purchase it before like what, 9 a.m. my time, it's definitely gonna go out that morning. I'm excited to go to that new thrift store, y'all. I really hope it isn't a bust. Like I'm praying, and I want it to be like affordable but with quality items. That's not, you know, hard to ask for, is it? Because everybody want to be resellers. Nobody want to just continue to position themselves for the common good. If I had a thrift store, I would definitely price my item really cheap. I'd probably price everything at $5, honestly. I think that's actually an affordable price point instead of being greedy. But if I had like a boutique store, I'd probably price everything at like 15 bucks. Last one. I love these little tiny packaging papers or whatever the hell that is I got. What is that? Clear bags. I just bought some more because I plan on doing the purge. I think I'm gonna go ahead and wait for those to come in. So I will prioritize that first thing next week. I noticed how full my small and mediums are. Like they're full. I feel like the extra smalls and the extra large and then everything above an extra large is like able to be in one bin together, sweaters and tops. The largest were separated, but the large bin also is like really good. It's not like over full, and I feel like the small and mediums are completely over full, so I really need to go through them. So I plan on liquidating all of them to a buy sell trade store. They don't accept it, then I'm gonna probably go to Thrift and I'm gonna buy some boxes, really big boxes. I know they say only 30 pounds, so I'm probably not gonna have that much, so I'll just cherry pick the ones and then I'm gonna donate. But I really don't know how much I plan on getting rid of. I just know I want to liquidate at the very least about 80% of my men's items and then 80% of my children's items. That way I can not have so much of it, because I think right now I have like 6 bins of men's items. No, I have 8 bins of men's items, and I want to bring that down to about 2. So I plan on doing that, and then I really want to go through all of my, I think I'm going to wait on the jackets just because when I liquidate them I want it to be in season, so I'm probably going to wait until like September to go through the coats and stuff. But I probably can go through them and just put them in a bag, and then I really need to go through these tops, so those are like priority. But let's go to the whatchamacallit, so we can get up out of here. Okay, y'all, so it is currently 8:43, so I'm here pretty early, and it's already people waiting outside, so that's just how serious it gets. But I did just make a sale. It was a citron, I want to say, top. Oddly enough, I got that one and that Sister Mary dress that I showed y'all earlier from the bins the exact same day, and I went against my better judgment on picking both of them up while they were flawed. However, it was actually a good thing because they both sold. I did have to price this one a little bit lower just because it was silk, and silk is kind of hard to like clean up. It's like multiple people like pulling up. So now that I know that I need to start getting here at like 8:45. I didn't price it high. I know I could have priced it like in the 50s price point if it wasn't flawed, but since it was flawed, I didn't bother you know, trying to get as much as I wanted from it. And that just goes to show that if it's a great brand and a good piece, people will still pay for it. Of course, if the flaws aren't like terrible. I didn't think those flaws were like so bad to the point where nobody would want them. Y'all won't believe it, but I actually found another cross-listing service. I'm not gonna tell y'all because I wanna use it first before I do any recommendations. But from what I'm hearing, it's doing well, and it's absolutely not prime lister. I would never use them, and it's not, you know, Vendu, it's or lists perfectly. I want to say none of those. It's actually, I guess, one that's been on a come up, so I'm about to jump on that one. I did all of my research on it already, but since I've already paid my $9 for Flip, I'm gonna wait until it gets pretty close for me to not use it. $9, I really could just start it now, but this service is pretty pricey, I'm not gonna lie. It's a little bit under $100, but it will take away from me having to use multiple services, so it'll just be like a full package deal, which is super convenient. And from the two people that I've watched their videos, they are big up in it by a lot, so I'm thinking that like it'll be better for me to just like get that one. And like I said, I did my research and it looks like it's pretty legit, so I'm excited to hop on, but I'm probably not gonna actually get on it until probably early next month, just so I can, you know, try to get everything in order, because I wanted to make sure I cleansed my inventory and like purged it before I, like, you know, do all of that. So it's like a little bit of steps that I need to take first before I end up opening a new, like, you know, software, if you will, to import my listings and whatnot. So I've been itching to come here just because it is a new thrift store. So I'm actually hoping that I find some really good things. The parking lot is damn near empty. So I'm excited to see what we're gonna find. Okay, y'all. It's been, what, maybe 10 minutes? It was terrible. Y'all saw the prices. So, I'm actually about to just go and get lunch. And then I'm going to go to that other thrift store that is overpriced. I'm not even sure if I want to go there because then I'm going to get irritated again like I was there. Those prices are just absolutely ridiculous. I'm not even really sure who thought it was a good idea to price like they're a consignment shop. Are you a thrift store or a consignment shop? Okay, y'all, so I've actually decided that instead of going to the other store that is going to be super overpriced, I'm actually just about to get breakfast and then I'm about to go to the bins. It makes no sense to waste time going to that store when I've been twice and the prices are still ridiculous. So I might as well just go ahead and cut my losses and eat something and just go to my favorite place in the world, the bins. And it's still pretty early. It's only 11. So, but anyways, yeah, I need some coffee because I didn't drink any coffee. If you know, you know. If you are a person that, you know, if you drink coffee in the morning, you already know what time it is. So if I have to leave early, I try not to even get my stomach set up, you know what I'm saying, for failure. So I just go ahead and not drink it. So I'm about to get some now. Ooh, Grandma McFlurry. What is that? No, ma'am.
What would you like to get?
Can I get a iced caramel macchiato?
Okay, medium?
Yes, ma'am.
Thank you.
No problem. Thank you. Thank you. Have a receipt. Thank you. Thank you so much. Always got to get my receipt. I don't trust people. What the hell is this? This is some ghetto shit, y'all. I can't talk because they got a ring camera. Innovative, but ghetto. I ain't even wipe my hands. I know, I'm sorry my camera's shaking. I'll turn the air off. I actually prefer these over hand sanitizer because I feel like the hand sanitizer just kind of sloshes the dirt around and then keeps it, you know, sanitized. But I want to have clean hands. But y'all, that location really drove me. Like, I cannot believe that they have stuff priced at $20, $40 and you literally have no boundaries from Walmart for $15. Like, are you smoking crack? Like, what's really going on? So that just really ruined my mood. I also saw a Lily Pulitzer dress for $30. So I was just like, you know what? I think it's time to go because clearly this isn't a thrift store. This is a consignment store for these prices. Y'all want to be online prices. Y'all gonna have to do better than this. Definitely didn't want to waste any more time. That's one thing about me. If I see that a store is playing in my face, I'm not staying there. Ooh, I got a counter offer. Hold on. Little turn up event. I actually decided to drive to another Goodwill outlet that I don't typically go to. So we are finally here. It only took about 20 minutes to get here because I was kind of closer in the area that I was in already, which is great. I don't have any of my Hulkins, so I only got my Goodwill like tote. So with that being said, honestly, if I can just find like 10 items, maybe even like 5 to 10 will be good. I'm gonna give myself until 12:30 if it's good. If it's bad, 12 o'clock, because it's a thrift store on the corner down here that I want to go to as well. But we're making really good timing, like exceptional timing. I just need to make sure that I am heading home no later than 1:30 because I don't want to be in any traffic because this is already going to be like a further drive back to my place. But 1:30 is the time that I need to leave from this area if, you know, it's going good. You can run, but you can't hide. You can run, but you can't hide. Y'all, my hands feel so disgusting, but I can't even try to wipe them off because I'm about to go back into a thrift store. Honestly, I really don't even want to go to the thrift store, but I know that I have to because when is the next time I'm gonna come over here? Probably never, honestly. It was that bad. Unfortunately, I went on with it and I just continued to source. I did stay until 12:24. I ain't gonna lie, maybe about 12:15 is when I started to be like, okay, I don't think I'm gonna stay here that long. The price is $179 per pound. They have been at $169 for a while. So that was another reason why I never used to wanted to come to this one, because the other one was $129 per pound if you get over 26 pounds. This one had always been a flat rate of $169. But anyways, it is so small in there. They have a shit ton of carts. So that's what I can say. They have more carts than they have space. The place that I'm at, they need more carts, but I'm thinking now that if they get more carts, then it's going to be more carts all the way around. But what I do prefer about my location is they make everybody keep their carts alongside the wall. Now, I typically would have my Hulken, but I didn't have my Hulken with me, so I did have to grab a cart. And it's like really inconveniencing because the area, it is so small. Like, I think they have maybe a total of like, I'm being generous here, and I mean rows, maybe like 8 rows of 3 to 5, you know, bins. So it's not a lot. I mean, it's not a lot at all. I say maybe 1/4 of the size of my bins location. The items that I have typically in my Hulken or my cart, the first 15 minutes of me being at any bins location is very questionable. Those are pieces that I pick up where I'm like, okay, if I don't find nothing, at least I got something. And that's essentially what happens. And then when I go through my cart again, or my Hulken, I will typically throw those pieces back. This thrift store is so small, I can clear it in 30 minutes. Like, not even trying to, you know, boast, but I've gotten so good when it comes to thrifting. No thrift store is taking all of my time. That's what I can say. No thrift store is taking all of my time. I'm definitely gonna get in and get the hell up out of there. Because before, you can catch me in a thrift store for like 4 or 5 hours. One single thrift store, because I'm looking at every little thing. I'm taking my time. Absolutely not. No, thank you. It's like a quick scan. If the tag looks good, if the print looks good, if the fabric looks good, and only right now everything is like a seasonal fabric, so I am looking toward the linen, the cotton, the gauze. Finally back. One thing I'm gonna do when I make it back in the house is gonna always be take these damn contacts off. Y'all, I've been having a lot of sales on eBay today. Well, let me not say a whole bunch, but it was just like 3 of them I've gotten so far. Yeah, 4 on eBay so far today. And then I don't think I got any on Poshmark or what is that other one, Mercari or Depop. So I think I'm gonna go ahead and give y'all the haul. So at this most recent location, the Goodwill that is like outside my area, I found this Lily Pulitzer t-shirt dress. This one was $7.99, and this is what the tag looks like, kind of, sort of, if y'all can see it. It's an extra large, and that was the only reason why I got it. I've actually sold this like twice before, but I haven't sold it in an extra large. So excited to see how that one's gonna do. This one was the most exciting. This brand is called 𝕃𝕀ℕ𝕂𝕊. I think that's how you pronounce it. This is the one that I showed y'all the comps of, and I was like flabbergasted. This is what the tag looks like. I had already heard that vintage Hawaii shirts and dresses do well, but I didn't think they did this damn well. But this one is nice. It's not like super colorful, but I didn't see any like this one, so I'm excited to do my research and see how much this one's gonna go for. The fact that people was paying close to $300 for, you know, that is wild. So it's clearly got some type of following. Okay, and then at the Salvation Army, I found this New to Me brand. Now this is just a cute little dress. I do need to button it up, and the brand is sold at Tucker Nut, and it's called Anna Kate. When I saw the tag, I was intrigued, and then when I saw this, I'm like, okay, this has to be new in some way. Everything was half off on you know, Salvation Army tag, so just be mindful of that. So I only paid $4 for this, and I'm excited to see how this is gonna do. The comps were looking decent. I was happy to find that it was a Tucker Nut you know, brand that they sell, so we love that. Now this was my most exciting find, only because in my last vlog that y'all most likely have seen, I'll link it down below if you haven't, I found Aviator Nation again. Definitely 1000% a bolo. This time I found sweatpants, and clearly they're women's sweatpants. I was so excited because when I first seen this, I'm like, okay, and then I was like, okay, what we got? And then I saw this and I was like, here we go again. And then I hurry up and pull the pants down, and then I saw Aviator Nation, so I'm excited. The last one I got actually sold really quickly, and like I said, everything was half off, so it's half of this price. So yeah, this was a really, really good pickup. I'm starting to feel like Salvation Army is hiding all of the Aviator Nation there. This one is not as exciting, but definitely a bread and butter. I wonder why all of them be cutting the size tag off. It's 𝕃𝕀ℕ𝕂. I think I've sold this like 3 times now, and it sells really quickly. I heard about it on a YouTuber's channel, and she was right, it sells. It says $7.99, but of course half off. So yeah, this one I'm probably sizing at like a large or an extra large. I think like their plus sizes probably perform the best, but you know, I still got it because I know it can still sell. Okay, and then the last thing I got at the Salvation Army were these Ariat jeans. These is the vintage straight leg M1. I have to do more research to see if these are women or men's. I was hoping that they were women because they're in the women's section, but they're size 29 by 34. I know that sometimes like Silver or Miss Me will provide like the length for the women, so if these are a tall and women, that's going to be even better. But the tag for this one was $14.99. They price all of their good jeans for $14.99 in hopes that, you know, somebody's going to buy it in half off day. But that was the exciting stuff. The not so exciting stuff that I got from the bins, I literally paid $20 for all of these items, so you know, it's very lackluster. So here we go. The first thing is actually these Banana Republic Martin Fit linen trouser work pants. I was pleasantly surprised that the sell-through rate and the comps on these were decent. Probably gonna get 20 to 25 for these, and they should only take maybe like a month or 2 to sell. I was really shocked. I'm assuming because we are in the season and they're like slacks, but with linen, so you know, can't go wrong with that. This one I got pretty excited about. I don't think I've ever sold this brand before, but the style was really pretty. I think it's so adorable, and it's just like a tiered, you know, maxi skirt, probably like a midi, but the brand is called Rode, and this is a collaboration with Target, and this one is a size large. It did have a, you know, dryer tag on it. I haven't did any comps. I just picked it up because even if it doesn't sell off the name, I know that the style will also sell it. This is Cruise by Notori. I've never picked up the Cruise line, but this is a size medium, and this is what the tag looks like. Cruise, it just says Cruise on the front and then Notori on the back. What's so funny is that when I initially saw the print, I'm like, oh, that's Notori. And then when I saw the tag, I'm like, Cruise. And I just flipped over the tag. I'm like, oh, Notori, I knew it. They just got like a distinct, you know, thing about them. But this colorway is just so stinking cute. I think it is missing the belt. I don't see any loops, but I don't know. It's kind of like a dope ass kimono. I'll probably market it as a kimono if I don't find the exact name of it. But yeah, super cute. This one is a tried and true Sigrid Olsen. This one is 100% linen, size small. The sell-through rate is like 25%, so it's pretty close to that 30% that I wanted. It is a size small. Mine does stand out just a little bit more, so I'm thinking that once I'm able to, you know, steam it, it should be good. I should probably get about 18 to 25 for that one. This one was just a wild card pickup. This is Zara. I was hoping that it was women's, but it's actually men's. But it's just like this knit polo shirt. I was able to find a stock photo, and that's why I say it's men's. Now I'm gonna market it kind of like as preppy, pickleball and stuff like that, because it's giving very much so like, you know, young money, or maybe not young money, more like old money kids vibes. This was actually for me. It's just a Kalia tank top, really to just help with the weight. But yeah, just a tank top that I got for myself. I feel like I always pick up something from the bins for me, literally every trip. This is Lauren Ralph Lauren, size 1X, 100% cotton. It's just a button down top. I've been having a lot of luck selling their button downs in women, so I continue to pick it up. This one does have embroidery to it, so that's pretty cool. I don't think I've ever found a 1X, so we'll see how that one's gonna do. This is Prana. These are some men like cargo shorts. This one is a size 32 and the length is a 12. Prana, you know, it's a hit or miss. I feel like if you price it correctly, you can get it out the door quicker. But if you know, price it up, you may be sitting for a while. This is definitely a style pickup. It is giving very much so like the Gudrun Shojin, I want to say. This is exactly the type of item that I feel like she would sell, because it's just so colorful. It's a tunic, v-neck, and it's very lightweight, 100% cotton. So this was definitely a style pickup. This one was random. The brand is called E-Bags, and I don't typically pick up hard goods. You already know, I don't even go to the hard goods section. If I ever find hard goods, it's because somebody got it and threw it in the clothes bins. I'm not a hard goods girly. It's just not my stick. But I picked this one up because I actually was like, you know what, this looks okay, it's in decent condition. And then I was like, no, it looks like it's older, because it had this little hole here, because nobody has an iPod with, y'all remember the days, like millennials know, like you have your iPod and then you got that long wire coming out for your headphones. But I actually found that the sell-through rate, I think it was like 430 listed and over 300 were sold. So decent brand, and I found this exact one. I think it sold for either 25 or 35, I can't remember. So I plan on getting about 20-25 for that. I got to do more research, but yeah, this one I think I saw maybe like 3 or 4 of these. They were in tan when I initially did my first comp, because I was about to take it, but I noticed that it had a whole bunch of flaws by the ankle, which looked like it was just dirt from like riding. But these are breeches. I'm about to say the brand is called HR Farm. And yeah, these are just black ones. So I picked up the black ones because they're not in a bad condition like the tan ones were. The tan ones, it was like 3 of them, and I had to pass on all of them because they were dirty. This is what the tag looks like. This is definitely a brand to pick up at the bins. I'm gonna get about 20-25 for this one. So with it being a 32, I might can get a little bit more, but definitely a decent brand to find. Okay, so these are actually some Peter Millar shorts. Just like performance golf shorts. Another thing was this cute little slip, very cute. It's like a cute little patchwork situation. This is also by Notori Cruz. This one has to be a little vintage, just because the tag looks a little dated. The battery for this camera is about to die. I still got a closet full of stuff that needs to be washed. I got like a full Goodwill tote in my closet that needs to be washed, but I think I'm gonna wait until next week. I kind of like to get it filled up before I like go spend money. I just noticed too that they bumped up our washer and dryer from $150 to $2, so Love that for us. So it's literally $4 to wash 1 load of laundry, and I wash weekly, and I typically wash 2 loads a week. When I first moved in, I was washing like 3 loads a week, so now we down to 2 towels and clothes, and just keep it like that. But yeah, let me inventory this. I forgot that part. I'm actually not gonna add my bins items to the other ones, because typically on a day like this I would add whatever I spent the whole day and divide it by each piece, just to kind of help with the cost of goods. But I'm not going to do that, because some of these items from the bins were not worth me paying, you know, technically $4 or $5 for. So we're not gonna do that. But I will put the items that I got from the Salvation Army and the regular thrift store together. So that'll help, because Salvation Army was half off today, so it'll bring the cost of goods a little bit lower.